There are many laws in our country which have been made for a good purpose, but unfortunately, those are not being obeyed by the citizens of India. So that's why, just to overcome one, we have gone for second, one more likewise. For groundwater also, we do have a very good legislations. So I think before going into the details of it, I think I have three favorite slides which I would like to share with you. First, one has to understand, my dear friends, groundwater is never formed underground. It comes from the rainfall only, and rainfall is the only source of water. And surface water and groundwater, these are two interchangeable phases. परिवर्तनीय अवस्था आहेत मित्रांनो, या लक्षात ठेवलं पाहिजे. What is happening actually, we are considering that as we go down and down, we will get ample quantity of water. Forget about it. It's not like that. So that's why this is first one, which is very important, and it's a nature's gift, and we have to respect that. That one has to keep in mind. Otherwise, it will be very difficult for you to call it as a resource. We are calling it as a resource. So my dear friend, one has to understand that this being a resource, after money, water is the only important resource. Your body itself is the eyewitness for it. 70% of the flowing water is not allowing you to stand still. Doctor is here. He is going to talk about more on this aspect also. So this is one important part. These are two parts of the coin. So one has to understand at what point of time this surface water is getting contributed into the groundwater, and at what point of time this groundwater is getting converted into surface water. Spring is nothing but the other way around. It's converting that groundwater into the surface water. So one has to understand that immediately. What do you mean by the base flow into the rivers? Why the rivers are live? What we call it as the नदी ही जिवंत का म्हटली जाते. जसं आपलं शरीर जिवंत आहे असं म्हणतो, तसं नदी ही जिवंत तेव्हा म्हटली जाते जेव्हा त्याच्यामध्ये भूजलाचा प्रवाह हा पावसाळ्या संपल्यानंतर नदीमध्ये येत राहतो. when the groundwater appears into the river at its own, then only that ecological system is a live system, जिवंत आहे. Recently the कावेरी ट्रायब्युनल, अंडर कावेरी ट्रायब्युनल, थोडासा लेजिस्लेशनचा मुद्दा आहे म्हणून तुम्हाला आता सांगून टाकतो. आता सुदैवाने शैलजाताई पण इथे आलेले आहे. ट्रायब्युनल, the Kaveri tribunal, for the first time in the history of our country, the tribunal took the cognizance that the river has the right of flow, and the water, 5% water has been allocated for the river flow. स्पष्ट लिहिलं, आकडा सहित उपलब्ध आहे मित्रांनो, ज्यांना कोणाला बघायचं आहे. and in which form? Again in the same form. That is more important from our perspective. This is second slide, which is very important. These are three areas where you can see, these are three areas, one from Pune, one from Jalgaon, and one from Jalna. What is happening to this groundwater? Annually replenished groundwater, you can see the bars. This is what is the groundwater, and this is what is the rainfall is. Above graphs are all the rainfall graphs, and the lower one are the groundwater. What is happening to annual availability? What we are talking about in urban areas, this is all representing the rural areas. What is happening? There are only few years where even if the rainfall is consistently above normal, the groundwater is not getting recharged optimally. That is what is one biggest conclusion you can draw from all. So wherever you go, what will going to happen to the urban areas then? Because we are all totally changing the geomorphology of the area, not only the geomorphology, but also the geology also, which is playing a very vital role in doing that. So what we think, what the planners think, one size fits all, that's it. यार कैसा हो जाएगा, एक कमीज सबको कैसा फिट हो जाएगा? It's not possible. So we have to understand that. Third important point before entering into the legislative part. There is a direct similarity between a body science and a groundwater science. Take any example. When your body gets dehydrated, even if you drink a bottle of water, it won't get replenished. Isn't it? That do happens? No, not at all. Only drip can help you out, my dear friends. And for that purpose, it is very essential to respect that science, because we experienced in the last 1 year how during COVID, doctor was beyond God. अगर गॉड से कोई ऊपर बढ़ के है तो वो डॉक्टर था पूरे इसमें. Then why can't for groundwater? There is a direct similarity. Maybe after my session, if you want to discuss with anything related with groundwater, how it is related with your body, yes, I can definitely quote, because today's session is not that. So maybe in some other way. Then what are the rights? To start with the rights concept, right to groundwater. Now it is first linked with the land, unfortunate part. 1882 Indian Easement Act. भारत स्वतंत्र झाला हो, पण अजूनही आपण पारतंत्र्यामध्ये जगतोय. जे काही चांगले कायदे आहे त्या चांगल्या कायद्यांचा मात्र आम्ही तोडमोड करतोय. बट व्हॉट हॅज हॅपन्ड, ब्रिटिशर्स दे डिड इट फॉर देअर पर्पज, बट अनफॉर्च्युनेटली नॉट अ सिंगल गव्हर्नमेंट इज देअर. ज्यांची 2/3 बहुमत आहे त्यांनी सुद्धा once only there was one incident during Manmohan Singh sir's regime. It was thought of to change it, means to completely modify it, unfortunately, but that has not happened. What it says, groundwater ownership to the land ownership, does it have, what are the words which are mentioned? The words which are mentioned at Indian Easement Act is the usufructory rights. What do you mean by usufructory? उपभोगण्याचे हक्क आहे. गो अँड सी युअर सातबाराज. जे कोणी इथे बसलेले सगळ्यांनी आपला सातबारा बघावं. काय लिहिलेलं आहे? यू आर दी नॉट ओनर. तुम्हाला फक्त उपभोगण्याचे 999 वर्ष उपभोगण्याचे हक्क आहे. यू हॅव द राईट्स टू यूज इट, नॉट ओनिंग. Suppose me as a government want to construct a road. Yes, I can acquire your land. No excuse. So that is what is the meaning. But unfortunately, in our country, the meanings are taken otherwise. सगळ्यांमध्ये एक मोठी गोड गैरसमजाची भावना आहे की आम्ही या जमिनीचे मालक आहोत, एवढ्याचे गुंठ्यांचे आम्ही मालक आहोत. काही मालक नाही आहे. ओनरशिप लाईज विथ द नेचर ओनली. सो वी आर ओनली दी कस्टोडियन फॉर दॅट. त्यामुळे आतापर्यंतचा जर विचार केला, वॉट एव्हर डिसिजन्स वेर गिवन बाय ऑनरेबल हायकोर्ट्स, दे आर टेलिंग दॅट द गव्हर्नमेंट हॅज टू प्ले अ पेरेंटल रोल, पालकत्वाची भूमिका. अँड पेरेंटल मीन्स सगळी मुलं सारखी आहेत. घरातल्या 4 मुलांना 2 असतील 4 असतील, whosoever are there, everybody gets the respect. What are there then from urban context? What are the provisions? The provision is only in the constitution. And what is that? And that is 74th amendment. What it says, I think in earlier in the beginning, I think Ravi has pointed out something. He is telling that why it is with the domestic, because it is mentioned in the 12th schedule. It is mentioned in the 12th schedule, water supply of domestic. So that is why municipal corporation is doing the responsibility of supplying the drinking water, and that's why the water belongs to municipal corporation. But in reality it is not. Under list 17 of Constitution of India, the water supply is mentioned, but unfortunately groundwater, the word at all doesn't appear anywhere. That's the issue. So why then it comes under minor irrigation as per 73rd amendment. Under minor irrigation, the government of India has taken out the way out of it, and they are telling that now it's groundwater. How can you call a minor irrigation as a groundwater? So that's why the census is being carried out by the minor irrigation department in the country, and you get custodian is somebody and the responsibility is being carried out by somebody else. So that is the mockery. We have constituted Central Groundwater Authority at a national level as per this very small PIL. Not PIL actually, it's a simple Times of India's article, and the Supreme Court has taken a cognizance, and the authority was constituted under Section C. The authority was constituted under the Environment Protection Act 1986. Why? Because we could not able to go for the legislation which is separately for the groundwater, because it is not at all listed. And unfortunate part is that water is a state subject. So state should deal it. But if there is an interstate dispute, then yes, central will definitely interfere, because they have the rights to interfere in that. So They have to say. So that's why the Central Groundwater Authority was constituted. Unfortunate part, see, there are 5 million wells, and how many persons are there? Madam is sitting here as a one arm of that authority in Pune. She knows it very well. One authority with 8 members cannot rule the complete country. I don't know how many of us are aware. They have passed a decision on 8th of October that I am going to show it to you. The misuse of groundwater has been banned by Central Groundwater Authority. How many of us are know? Those who are dependent on groundwater, the good groundwater quality cannot be misused, and the word they have mentioned that I am going to show you intentionally. Not only misuse of surface water, but misuse of groundwater also has been banned. Luckily, as I said, water being a state subject, Maharashtra is the first state in the country who enacted the legislation, and that legislation is in force, that is from 1st of June 2014. Luckily, there the State Groundwater Authority, the provision of Constitution of State Groundwater Authority is there, and the State Groundwater Authority is also in place. Officially, the Gazette has been out, and the Maharashtra Water Resources Regulatory Authority is being entrusted the responsibility of the State Groundwater Authority. See, the function which is very important from the urban perspective is that, yes, the area of 100 square meter or more, it is mandatory for the society or the builder to go for rooftop rainwater harvesting. What is the condition? Important condition is that it is in the favorable or technically suitable. That is very important. See the words, very important words which were used in framing this act. This is the words of the act, not the rules I am talking about. Now, luckily, the representative of the state government is also here. So, what is important is that the state authority shall issue the directives. The directives are still today, the directives are there. Each and every household in the Pune city has to have the rainwater harvesting system, maybe recharge form or maybe in the storage form. Then only they will get the benefit of 5% rebate in the municipal tax. Everybody is really enjoying the tax benefit. And what about the scenario? The scenario is not at all very good. Now, we have the groundwater authority in place, and as I showed you earlier, there is a post of member groundwater. Since last 5 years, it is lying vacant. How can we expect that without policing, really the community will work? Policing is possible. Today we are seeing on the roads, even the request is being made by the Honorable CM, but nobody is following the norms of the COVID. Similar is the situation. When the policing arrangement is also not there, then how can you expect that really we will follow the traffic rules? We will not follow, not at all follow. Similar things are happening in case of the groundwater. See the function. The beauty is that everything is written. Everything is written in the framework of law. Everything is written to regulate and control management and the development of the water in the country, and to issue necessary regulatory directions for the purpose. Who is going to implement it then? Again, the bureaucracy. District collectors called as the district magistrates, and for the municipal corporation, as per 74th amendment, the deputy commissioners. So I think if anybody is not knowing, I can let you know that in municipal corporation there are 4 posts of IAS. Those are being nominated on the post of deputy commissioner in municipal corporations. It is only because they themselves have the regulatory powers. So that is why those posts are there in almost all the big municipal corporations. So the word is written in the directives of this legislation also, because it is one of the responsibility. Exercise the powers of the section of the entire arrangement for appointment of the officers. This Central Groundwater Authority has issued the directives also, and that is what Sinhaji was telling us, that we tried to pursue to form a groundwater cell in Pune Municipal Corporation. Even in the Mumbai Municipal Corporation, we are fighting to form a sale, because unless and until we have these types of the arrangements in place, we cannot expect that the policing will be possible. What are the areas? See, they are regulating. Can you expect that a person, one or two persons, those who are sitting in the Delhi office or even in the Pune office, will go for the regulation of all these things, regulation, extraction of water, construction of wells, blah blah blah. There is a list. One point very important: clearance of solid and liquid waste disposals. We were talking about more on these issues also. Unfortunate part is that are not being taken care of up till now. Only what has happened, the regulating groundwater development and management by way of an NOC only. What is happening at present? Yes, you have to procure NOC before initiating any activity. But if you have initiated, then you can get it regularized by paying penalties. NOC for withdrawal. Now, my sincere request, everywhere I have given you the references, you can get it downloaded. These are now in place. These guidelines which are now in place, they are of 24th September 2020. Really good guidelines regarding Central Groundwater Authority. Luckily, my friend Dr. Vijay Pakmode, he is also here. See, Maharashtra is the only state in the country where two authorities are playing their roles. Central Groundwater Authority is in place and giving the directives, and the State Groundwater Authority is also playing their roles and is also in place. We have requested them that please do make a correspondence and take every step to get all the powers with this State Groundwater Authority. Then and only then we can have some regulatory measures as far as the urban agglomerate is concerned. So now what is important? Micro and small enterprises drawing groundwater less than 10 cubic meter a day is being given, rather exempted. Only is being exempted. Rest, everybody has to take a NOC. This is what is a classical case study. Civic body dealing with the water supply should ensure that there shall no wastage or misuse of potable water tapped from underground, and evolve compliance mechanism with coercive measures of violation. Word C, COERCIV, atyanta kathinat kathin. That is what is the meaning. Stringent actions should be taken. And whose responsibility is this? This is 8 October 2020's directive given by the Central Groundwater Authority, and here this is the responsibility of Pune Municipal Corporation. And at many places, earlier in the first session, Himanshu sir was telling what we are doing. In the basement, the groundwater we are just abstracting and putting into the nalas. That means it is sheer waste, it is violation. Yeah, this will definitely come under that. This will definitely come under that. Second classical case study. This is the notification which has been issued by the persuasion of Honorable Patel Sahab, who is here. See how much has been pursued with the State Groundwater Authority, that under section 21, the source, if it is a drinking water source and if it is a spring also, because spring has been defined in the legislation also. So you have to notify that spring as per the section 21 of the Act. But the Pune Municipal Corporation, they were not aware that it is their responsibilities. It was just passing the buck from here and there. But when he approached rather when he went into the appeal, then the MWRRA, that is the State Groundwater Authority, they passed a directive saying that SDM is the responsible person, because as per the Gazette which has been issued as a district authority, it is the responsibility of the SDM who is looking after Pune Municipal Corporation. And when they gave this type of decision, one fine morning, the Adesh is out, order is out. See the order. The complete order is there that they have notified the spring. Now once the spring is notified, now you cannot destroy it. Now you cannot destroy. So that's why we were requesting him just to pursue only one thing, that they should notify it as a source. And that is what we want, that this type of persuasion should be done with the State Groundwater Authority. Then only our rivers will have their rights, because then and only then the springs will not be tampered. Now what is happening? If somebody is abstracting, or not abstracting is not a proper word, if they are exploiting, like say for example the metro, abundant quantity of water is being dewatered, groundwater is being dewatered, and what is happening? Because of that, the areas nearby, maybe around half a kilometer or 1 kilometer, I don't know to what extent the area of influence will go. That much of groundwater is getting dewatered and is being put into the sewerage system, sewage. Good quality groundwater is getting converted into sewage in 1 minute. In 1 minute. So that is why for this purpose these two classical cases are very important. So this type of persuasion is very much needed, is direly needed. What are the provision if you are violating? See, quantum of groundwater withdrawal, if it is between, rather if it is up to 25 cubic meter a month I am talking about. See, the quantity is per month, so you can imagine divided by 30. So every day you must abstract less than 1 cubic meter, means 1000 liter. Is it possible? Even I am not doing. I have a bore well. I am abstracting every day 2,000 to 3,000 liters. Every day I am abstracting. But now they up to that no charge. And then see, this is what is for groundwater abstraction charges for drinking and domestic use. This is the present provision. I am alerting everybody, this will going to come into the force also, because now it is in place from 24th of September 2020. Once the authority will start operating, they will start issuing the letters to all of the societies, even the individual house also, because they will ask for the declaration. So this is what is there at present, the provision. All residential apartments, the word itself as it is, apartments, group of housing societies, everybody will come under that. Second, packed drinking water. Now there are many legal industries, they are using this water. Are they paying for the restoration? The charges they are mentioned is that the restoration, water abstraction charges and the restoration also. These are the charges as it is. That's why I have not done anything. Simply cut and paste method I have used it, because we should know how much of charges will be levied. There are many package industries at household level where they are using the groundwater, passing it through RO and packaging it into the bottles, but unfortunately not being charged. Heavy. Third, very important. Many tankers are plying into Pune city and they are using, my dear friend, they are using groundwater. What are the charges? They are all heavy, and the groundwater abstraction for bulk water tanker supplies, if they are in the overexploited. Yes, I don't know whether Vijay will tell to all of us or not, but there are some areas in Pune city, adjoining to Pune city, they are falling in the overexploited category. Now they have changed the norm. Earlier the unit was block, but now they said that the unit will be assessment unit. And luckily Maharashtra is estimating the groundwater resources on a watershed and a mini watershed basis. Watershed means 100 square kilometer of area. So there will be 6 watersheds for Pune city. So you can imagine what will going to happen at that time. So this tanker, groundwater abstraction, they are selling it, but are they repaying it? Are they repaying? They are not at all paying a single penny to municipal corporation, but heavy exploitation. That's why it is called as bulk water suppliers. And all it is written private as it is. So you can get it downloaded and see. So that's why we have to perceive it with the Pune Municipal Corporation and other municipal corporations too, if we really wanted to go for the implementation of the legislation. Now, what is a monitoring and compliance system? Monitoring and compliance system, yes, the word written here is deputy commissioners for municipal corporations. Unfortunately, deputy commissioners, they are not at all owning these responsibilities. So we have to pursue with them saying that it is your responsibility. How can they say that it's not mine responsibility? See what has happened during COVID. कौन से बाबा आजम के जमाने का ऍक्ट आहे, ब्रिटिशांच्या काळातला तो कोविडचा ऍक्ट आहे, पॅन्डेमिक ऍक्ट म्हटलेलं आहे त्याला, पण तो खोदून काढला आणि त्याच्या आधारावरती सगळे आज तुमच्यावरती बंधनं आणायला सुरुवात केलेली आहे. सिमिलर सॉर्ट ऑफ सिच्युएशन इज देअर, ऍक्ट इज इन प्लेस, बट स्टार्ट युजिंग दॅट provisions of the present acts which are there. Maybe a central groundwater authority, maybe a state groundwater authority. Yes, we have to awake them. आम्हाला त्यांना जाग करायचंय. सोंग घेतलेलं आहे झोपेचं. ते जोपर्यंत आम्ही त्यांना जाग करणार नाही तोपर्यंत ते जागे होणार नाही. एकटे पटेल साहेब पुरणारे नाहीये. So why we are here? Because see, the technical officers, what are mentioned, CGWB, CGWA, state groundwater organizations in Maharashtra, both, everybody is in place. दोन्ही आहेत. CGWB आहे, स्टेट ग्राउंड वॉटर बोर्ड आहे, आपला स्टेट ग्राउंड वॉटर डिपार्टमेंट आपल्याकडे आहे. अँड त्यांच्यासाठी इन केस इफ इट इज नॉट बिंग कंप्लाइड अंडर सेक्शन 16, अत्यंत महत्वाचे, आय डोंट नो वेदर यू कॅन एबल टू सी द पेनल्टी. See the penalty, heavy penalty. How much penalty? इथं तर 10 लाखाच्या वर पेनल्टी गेलेली आहे. इंजेक्शन जर का चुकीचं झालं, इफ यू आर कंटॅमिनेटिंग द ॲक्विफर, याचा अर्थ असा आहे, इफ यू आर कंटॅमिनेटिंग द ॲक्विफर, द पेनल्टी विल बी इन 10 lakhs. Who is going to decide whether the aquifer is contaminated or not? These state technical organizations, central government organizations, they have the laboratories, they have the powers with them, and that's why it is mandatory by the government of India, saying that the regular monitoring of the quality is very important and the reports have to be put in public domain. So there are these penalties. So even if the tankers, they are not obeying, then see the charges. 1 लाखाच्या खाली कुठलेच चार्जेस नाही आहे. अनलेस अँड अंटिल, आता जसं पोलिसांनी रस्त्यावर येऊन तुमच्याकडनं 500-500 रुपये मास्क नाही लावला म्हणून घेतले ना, 500 रुपयासाठी आपण काय केलं, आपण पटापट मास्क लावायला सुरुवात केली. इन द सिमिलर वे वी हॅव टू थिंक ऑफ, बिकॉज अनलेस अँड अंटिल वन केस इज रजिस्टर्ड अँड इज गेटिंग पब्लिसाइज्ड, दी ओबेन्स विल नॉट बी पॉसिबल. आम्ही नियमाने चालणारच नाही. आणि म्हणून ऍक्ट कशासाठी? सी, देर इज अ गुड प्रोव्हिजन. वॉटर मॅनेजमेंट प्लॅन हॅज टू बी प्रिपेअर्ड. Luckily on website they have the plans, barring Pune city, barring Pune district, for only overexploited districts and the blocks which were earlier notified, they have prepared the water management plan, but they are not updated. In the similar way, they should go for the water management plan for the cities also, because the complete water management scenario for urban and rural is totally different. We have seen in the beginning when Himanshu sir has explained us what has happened, and even afterwards Manoj has explained us, because of the cementation, the runoff has changed, storm water has changed a lot. So that's why the scenario for the water management is totally different. Now before ending, I just want to put one point for the discussion. I'll write 3 words. I wrote a word called TDR. Everybody is familiar with this word called the TDR. It's very easy to use this TDR, isn't it? What is that? Transfer of development rights. Now, I will take you back to my first slide. Can it not be possible for the groundwater rights? Because if I am taking out the complete aquifer, means if I am a builder and if I am removing the complete aquifer, which was discussed in the first, second session, which was of maybe 40 meters, 60 meters, 70 meters, can I be compelled to have this TDR, that is the transferable groundwater rights for recharge at some other place, maybe where Patelji is working, where doctor is working, where somebody else is working, not only in Pune city but maybe somewhere. Can it not be possible? When it is possible for Pune city, मेरे पास अगर टीडीआर का राइट चाहिए तो मैं फिर पुणे के कोई भी कोने में जाने के लिए तैयार हूं, क्योंकि मुझे टीडीआर मिल रहा है. जहां पे एफएसआई 1 है तो वहां पे मुझे तो बिलियनियर बना दे रहे हैं. इन द सिमिलर वे वी कैन डू इट. कैन इट नॉट बी पॉसिबल? माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, दिस इज ऑल अबाउट फ्रॉम माय साइड. थैंक यू वेरी मच. आई विल जस्ट एंड इट विद दिस. Yes, I have the liberty to recharge my mobile. Do we have, or I am doing for my life? Think over it, really, because without life means without water, you cannot work for more than 24 hours.